start off with our basic front choke, okay? I'm going to open the lapel down here as I pull him in with my legs, okay? So if I grab here and I start pulling, I've kind of made it so that I don't have a lot of room to get my hand in, okay? My opening grip, I want to get on the tag. If he's got a tag on his knee, like a size tag or a brand name tag, that's where I'm aiming. All right, so he'll have his posture, and that's great. Okay, so he can even, be here, this type of thing. But what I'm looking to do is use my legs to make the space, open the gi, not pulling down, right? If I need to, I can use kind of my elbows and break his posture, pull his elbows, break his posture. Okay, but I want that deep initial grip here, palm up. Okay, now from here, I'm going to change my angle using my legs, right? My legs on his hips. I come underneath, palm up. Now as I come back to center, I'm driving my hands in as deep as I can. I'm trying to touch my thumbs together in the back here, okay? From here, my head stays to the side of the arm that's on top, okay? And I'm going to curl my wrists in and pull my elbows to my hips and bring my head to his head here with a choke. Okay? Open the gi, break his posture with my legs. If I need to open the elbow a little bit, I can do that. But it's mostly my legs breaking his posture. I grab what? The tag, thumb up. Change my angle, palm up, okay? I'm gonna punch this deep in there. Look, I'm sitting up and pulling in with my legs, getting this as close together. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the grip, curl, I'm trying to bring my wrists together, I'm trying to curl my wrists, and this space here between my hands, I wanna make as small as possible for the choke. Okay, I wanna put the pressure on the sides, on his carotid arteries. Okay, and once that blood flow gets cut off, you got about 3 to 8 seconds before he goes unconscious. Okay, if you have it completely shut off. If you only got it partially, then he'll be a little groggy and he'll be able to fight through it a little bit. All right, guys, common error. Do everything right and then start flaring the elbows out. Look, it's very easy for him to defend this. Pushes down on my elbows. Okay, pushes down on my elbows. Now I don't have that. Now, if I'm here and I'm bringing my elbows down to my hips and he's pushing down on my elbows, it doesn't stop the choke from happening. It's much harder for him to defend bringing my elbows down into my hips. Does that make sense? 9 times out of 10 when people are defending this successfully, it's because guys are here flaring their elbows out. And see, he can stop that. But now he's got that grip in, right? He's feeling pretty good. You feeling good there? Yep. I'm close together thumbs. Now look, I get my wrists here and bring my elbows to my hips. Even though he's defending, this gets very tight. And I keep my head to the side of the top arm. If you try to take it to the other side, it won't feel right. So it's really not a big deal. Any questions on here, guys? Go see. You good? Everybody good? This is my first grip. This first grip's really critical. Breaking the balance, putting pressure. Okay, it's tough for him. Gives him things to deal with. If I'm trying to come under, it's pretty easy for him to block me with either arm and not let me get under. Okay, so what I need to do is switch to the other side and go palm down. This is a mixed grip. Okay, so one palm up, one palm down. I already established my palm up grip. When I go to start, he blocks me. He's defending on this side, so I bring this over to this side. If I can get my thumb in, this is going to be a strong choke. Okay, elbow down, tight. Okay, and again, I'm curling my wrist on the back side here, curling down and working to make this tight, bringing my elbows towards my hip, and again, keeping my head on the side of this top arm here. Okay, boom. If I've got the grip with the thumb in, it can get very, very tight. Okay, now, if this is gripped up tight and this is strong and I don't have it, okay, I can come and grab the gi, okay, make a grip with the gi, and this is kind of a harassment choke. Okay, if I do this, he's got to defend it. Okay, and how does he defend it? He brings his arms up into play, and it's pretty easy I can transition from there. Rarely, if ever, maybe against a brand new person, am I going to get this where I'm grabbing the gi and finish the choke here. It's too easy to defend. But he's got to defend it. And what's he use when he defends it? His arms. He brings his arms into play. Okay? So it's good to know both variations. If I can get my thumb in, if there's enough slack to get my thumb in, then this is strong. And I get tight. Again, elbows in, curl the wrist, bring my head in close and tight, pull me with the legs. He's very tight. Boom. Otherwise, I start off here, he blocks me. Okay, I come over, I grab some gi here, whatever's here on the shoulder. I bring my elbow down, I start making pressure here, right? I'm making a lot of pressure with this bottom arm. He's got to defend. He defends with the arms. Now I'm in position to switch off to the arm lock. And I can just do that with my legs. Check. Any questions on the mixed grip? Good? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's come in. Okay? Just to come here and stack my thumb in. Okay? Now, what I do personally when I'm here is I make him think that I'm trying to take his back. Okay? Because then what's he trying to do? What's he got to do to flatten me back out? Push back in. And he pushes right into the choke. Does that make sense? So I open, set my grip. When he's down low, this is a great, right? Because he's defending, he doesn't want me coming over the other side. So I just kind of put my thumb in here, start acting like I'm trying to take his back. As he pushes back, I switch sides. I bring this arm over. It's nice and deep choke, and it's on very quickly. Okay? Because as it comes around, my thumbs are close together. And as it comes around, it's very tight. Okay? I need to aim my elbow tight. Okay? Thumb in on the tag, right? I grab the tag, thumb in on the tag. Start working my back here. It goes to flatten me out. As I switch, look, my arm comes over. I want to get my elbow tight to my arm here. Down, head on top, elbows in, and a good pull for the submission. Good to go? Any questions on that? You want to see? You good? Good? I'm going to grab an overhook here. Okay? Sometimes he's trying to underhook me and control me, put pressure on me. Sometimes I'm just trying to pull him down, he's basing, so I overhook. Okay? Now, I overhook and I feed this far lapel to my hand. Everybody see that? Right? Got my right overhook. Boom. I grab that lapel. Now I can play the same game. Thumb in here, I've got my angle, pull this in, and it gets tight. Okay, now, it's pretty easy for him to defend this by just pushing down on my elbow or bringing his hand up here, right? It makes it hard to finish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my grip on the collar. Okay, here, let's put it this way now. Okay, I was thumb in trying to do this choke, right? And he's blocking my elbow, giving me trouble. So I'm going to switch to my fingers in. I'm going to put my fist along his carotid. Now I'm going to scoot out. I'm pulling on this side and pushing. It's the scorpion, right? The scorpion choke. But it's a gi variation, okay? So my fist is here pushing into his carotid, and I have the lapel on the other side. If he pushes back into me, it makes it tighter. So you can see where I'm coming out on the side here. All right? There's an advanced series there that goes on for about 14 different moves. But this is the entry, and this is very strong. You can get a lot of people with this. Okay, so I'm sitting up, whatever. Okay, I end up with an overhook. I feed the lapel to my hand, right? Overhook and grab that lapel. I start off with my thumb in, boom, he's defending. I can't get my elbow down. All right, sometimes you can get it, but again, once a guy gets choked with that once or twice, he's always going to be defending. He's keeping his elbow down. So now look, I switch my fingers inside, grip up tight, put my knuckles into his carotid artery, right? Now look, I shrimp out. I'm pulling with my right arm, pulling the lapel into his far side carotid and pushing with my left into the near side carotid for the scorpion choke. Okie doke? You want to see?
I want to see it.
Yeah, okay. When we're working these lapels and we're working our angles, okay, there's, you know, a lot of times we're working to get under the arm, right? But he wants to be under the arm too, right? So if he's under the arm, okay, and I'm trying to work an angle here, I can work an angle here. He's still feeling pretty good. We're in the guard, right? And if his happy to fit here, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this lapel and I'm going to pass it to behind here. This is just our basic loop choke. Okay, see where I'm at? Now, elbow down tight, and I stretch it out. Generally, I'm going to have to hand fight here as well. Okay? So this is like trying to get to this cutting armbar position, right? Or maybe I'm in the cutting armbar position, but he pummels to the underhook. I transition. See, I've got my grip. All right, hand fight. So if he's trying to defend, very difficult for him to get his hand in there. Lots of knee pressure here. Elbow down, hips in, and I get my loop choke. Okay, does that make sense? We did this, what, last week? All right, oh, he pummels. Right away, I should be looking for something because he's gonna be trying to get this pummeled and in tight. Boom, when he gets there, I'm here. See where I'm at? What do I do with my elbow? Lock it down, hand fight, right? I'm gonna go hips in. Another thing I can do is put my foot in the hip. This gets very tight, right? Now, when he starts fighting my foot, go ahead, fight my foot. Yeah. I can finish the loop choke or, go ahead, get your arm off it. Transition to the triangle. Okay, there's a little extra transition there for, since we got all blue belts and purple belts here. Okay, last time, I'm going for this arm here. He pummels, I grab this lapel, pass it from behind. Go right into the hand fighting, okay? Elbow down, hips in. I can also use my foot to make more pressure here. And get the choke. Good to go? Anything to add? Let's hit it, practice loop choke. If his gi's not already out, we can pull it out, okay? Sometimes I'll lift up my leg here to kind of drive his arm up and make space to pass that out. If we can get this little half turn here, that's ideal, right? Where this just kind of turns half right there, okay? Now, I'm pulling it out to the side to take out the slack, kind of parallel to the ground here. Now, I'm gonna use my legs to pull him towards me, and I'm reaching up and over and getting as deep on this as I can, okay? Now, I've got an underhook over here. I've got pressure down on the head. Usually his arms are gonna be exactly where they are, okay? So my left arm's controlling this. I could do it the other way too, just more set up on this side. Now look, left foot in the hip, okay? Because this arm's up trying to push, okay? So left foot up in the hip, I change my angle. My right hand comes under and I go palm up. Now look, he's fighting, he's putting pressure, so this slides out just enough to match the grip. I want to match the grip where my my radius. Where my radius is, the humerus is up on the top. Where my radius is cutting into his carotid artery, okay? Now, from here, I come over the top like I'm trying to choke. Generally, he'll start to kind of defend with this arm here, right? But what I'm really looking to do, he feels like I'm trying to go for the arm lock. All I'm going to do is take this arm here, come to the back of the elbow. Now, at the same time, I'm going to shrimp off this leg. I know I have this foot in the hip, but I'm going to use this leg to shrimp. I shrimp and bring the arm in front of my body, okay? I get this tight in front of his head so that he can't backstroke. So he can't backstroke that arm out. I lock it in position here, right? I hug the back of the head. I've got this good tight grip. Now I pull into me with I hug him into me and pull up with my right arm for the Brabo Choke. Okay, this is a Brabo Choke from the guard. Mike, how effective is this choke? Yeah, even against a guy that knows it's coming, it's very tough because it's such a strong grip. Okay? So, geese open from, bravo means angry in Portuguese. So when you get caught with it, you feel very angry. So, I want the gi open already. Okay? I can sneak it out the side here, get a little bit of slack out. If I get this half turn, that's ideal. Okay? Now, I can pull on the elbows and use my legs to pull them up. I'm reaching across, getting deep on this. I want this tight, my elbows locked down. Okay, he may hang out here, or he may be pushing up to try to sit up. Okay, I'm gonna change my angle here, foot in the hip, like I'm isolating this arm for the arm lock. I come here with my hand, right? I slide just enough to, like I put my arm in position with my wrist against this carotid artery, and then this grip slides down and I place this in tight. Okay? Now I come here like I'm trying to choke him or I'm trying to arm bar him, and he's got to defend. So now this elbow, he's defending the stuff. So now this elbow is vulnerable, right? He doesn't want me to get the choke. He doesn't want me to get this arm lock. This elbow's vulnerable. Like I said, I'm using, whether I'm here or here, I'm using this right leg to shrimp at the same time as I drag the elbow across. This gets very tight here. Elbow down, right? You lock the arm in place. Hold on, I'm letting up some slack right now so they don't fall asleep. Right? Now, hug the head to me, right? And elbow up. And hips in, I can use some hips on that too to give a little extra pressure. Once you fall asleep, like I'm going to tricks.
Get kind of close the first time.
Good? Questions, or do you want to see it once more? Once more? Okay. What do I do with this gi?
Pull it out, pass it out.
Pass it out. Is this okay with this big, weird pattern? It's okay, but it's going to be better if I just have that half turn. Okay? Now, how do I break him down to get my grip? Yeah, I can pull on the elbow and pull up on this and use my legs, right? See, I'm using all four things here to get him broke up, right? Now, even with his hand on my arm, I can reach up and get my grip on it. Now, which foot goes on the hip? Left side, right? What do I do with this hand? Reach in front, under my own arm. Now, where do I put this hand? Wrist on the carotid, right? Radius and wrist on the, now how do I link this up?
Slide your hand down.
Slide, keep it tight, pop it right into that grip. Okay? Now I act like I'm going for the choke and the arm bar, getting my angle here. See, he's bringing his elbow in, and his elbow's in tight to protect. All of a sudden, I slide down to here. This is the trick part right here. I'm using this pressure, even though I've got my leg in here or I'm locked up. I use this leg to shrimp. That drops down. Look, my elbow's tight. Comb his hair. Up. It's real tight, real fast. Good to go? Let's do it. Bravo from the guard.
Start from the down position because my whole setup is from the basic curriculum where if I want to create some space, we talk about creating space from this butterfly position. We can come across, get a basic cross collar choke. From here, I can put pressure against him, lift with my legs, and create space. Now from here, because I'm putting this pressure in, a lot of times you would want to pressure back into you, and then you can drop this right here. So when we do that, I'm going to pressure in, he pressures back. I'm going to pull down on this as I drop this into position. Push my hips back at the same time. So as he's pressured in, this drops down, and this scoots back and brings his head down close to my head. This hand palm down, up and over. I'm lifting this elbow as I'm lifting it over. Keep the palm down, back into the inside of the bicep. And pull this elbow down. The other elbow up. Right. From here. And I set it up this right, especially from this situation. The guy's not as concerned about hips are already back, but I go a little bit more with my hips and push, he pushes back in. So I see my hips coming back, I drops him in position. I think that's what I get people a lot with this. Then, and sometimes I'll trap the head here, be careful not to push your thumb. I can lift his head up, it gives me a little bit of extra time. Feet in front of my face, hand down. As I'm bringing this elbow up, I'm feeding the hand palm down in, and then this elbow down, this elbow up. You have to focus on bringing this elbow down, more so than this elbow up. Focus on getting this and lifting this elbow is an easy palm. So a lot of times I'll sacrifice what I'm doing, lifting this elbow to get force this one down. From there, once I get into position, depending on where his arms go, I have options to control his posture. Cross, back, put the pressure, push him to scoot back, and then drop it into the position. Now from here, depending on where his arms are, I'm going to feed his hips. I even got them completely here and bring the leg out. So I have variability where I'll put my legs to control this posture. I started doing that after he showed the triangle from the back. You guys remember that when you drop the hands in position from the back and hit the triangle? And that's when I started doing this. Because I was like, well, you've got the good head position control on the neck. This just locks it in even more. So I hit it from the triangle from there. I hit it from extending feet and hips. I hit it from like a bow and arrow. We just bring up one leg over the shoulder, one leg over the back. But the fundamentals of making sure you keep that elbow down. For the sweep, if you're not under the chin, keep going sweep. So a lot of times, if you get here and the guy ducks the chin, when you're coming in, if he ducks the chin, sometimes you can get the submission just on the neck crank, right? It's supposed to crank the neck. But in either situation, but especially if I'm across the jaw, I'm going here, a lot of times when the guy lifts here, I have the options to, like, if I come here and extend, I can butterfly hook the other leg. I can butterfly hook the arm if he's controlling the leg. Guys will try to go low on the leg to control back. You can do that. Just keeping this motion going, lifting the opposite leg to help. It's just like our series with our elevators. Inside the leg. It doesn't have to be, because there's so much leverage on his neck, you don't have to get the choke. You don't have to have it stepped up. And because your hips are so far out, it's easy to come to the knee and push this.
Give it a try. I dream a genie choke.